Hey there, Miranda Wilson here with another fun lesson idea from Science Journal for Kids. Today, we're going to focus on an activity about DNA in space. This activity was designed for middle school students and was developed by educators here at Science Journal for Kids. The lesson specifically explores how spaceflight can impact telomeres on chromosomes. Now, telomeres are the protective end pieces of chromosomes. A good analogy is like the plastic cap on the end of a shoelace. They're called aglets, by the way. Bet you didn't know that. Telomeres protect chromosomes from damage, and they also make sure that genetic information doesn't get damaged or lost. Each time a cell divides, the telomeres get just a little bit shorter. So basically, as you age, your telomeres are shrinking. Researchers have discovered that telomeres actually get longer when people are in space. And this is true even on short trips to space, like the SpaceX Inspiration4 mission. And that mission only lasted 3 days. After astronauts get back to Earth, their telomeres shorten up again. But if astronauts spend enough time in space, their telomeres actually end up shorter than before they left on their trip. Researchers are still studying the long-term effects of spaceflight and these changes in telomere length. To learn more about telomeres in space and the Inspiration4 SpaceX mission, check out our article titled, "What Happens to Astronauts' DNA in Space?" So back to the activity. Students will use simple materials to model how spaceflight affects telomeres. All you need are shoelaces, a Ziploc bag, scissors, tape, and a collection of small objects. You could use aluminum foil, paper clips, and a variety of other things to model the environmental stressors of space. Students will work in small groups to create their model at 3 specific time points: before an astronaut goes into space, during spaceflight, and when the astronaut comes home. Students will use an unaltered shoelace to represent the astronaut's DNA before spaceflight. Then they'll use the small objects to represent environmental stressors in space and how they cause the telomeres to change. For example, students can place the shoelace and objects in the Ziploc bag and shake them to represent the stresses from spaceflight. They could then use tape to extend the aglet to represent the telomere lengthening in space. You should encourage students to be as creative as they can. Just make sure that they document each of the 3 time points before they move on, just in case they decide to irrevocably alter their shoelace. Check out the discussion questions to get students thinking about how normal, everyday environmental stressors can impact our DNA. You can also steer the discussion towards the usefulness of scientific models and their strengths and limitations. If you want to extend the lesson, consider one of the writing assignments to help students consolidate what they've learned or expand their knowledge. That's all for today. If you'd like more teaching tips and ideas for lesson planning, please check out the audio or video version of our Lesson Ideas podcast. Also make sure to check out our Ask a Scientist videos for short interviews with some of our researchers. You can find them on our YouTube channel. If you have questions or comments, please share them in the feedback form on our website, or head to Facebook to join our official community group. You can also sign up for our free monthly newsletter to learn more about our latest content. And as always, please visit sciencejournalforkids.org for more free science teaching resources. This activity was designed for middle school.